They really had us as kids pledging allegiance to America. We're fucking children. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing. And it really reminds me of the Fire Nation. They was pledging allegiance to something they had no full understanding of. They were children. Whole time, the nation and the leader they're pledging allegiance to is rooted in fascism. Like really on some cult type shit. It was a cult. Cause when you in a cult, you pledge allegiance to it. You pledge allegiance to the leader, no matter what. No matter what the leader says, no matter what they do, no matter what the values of the thing you're pledging allegiance to is, you don't care. You're just pledging your allegiance to it. And that shit is crazy to me. As kids, we pledge an allegiance to a flag that we have no understanding of. We pledge an allegiance to a nation that we have no understanding of. And the whole school is doing it. They will stop everything. Everybody in the school, stand up. Everybody put your hand over your heart. And everybody recite these words all simultaneously at the same time. That shit is a cult. It's a fucking cult.
Something's going on with the animals in San Diego. And before you guys call me a cuckoo caca crazy loco person, let me just explain. Also, if you're new here, I literally summon dolphins.
Are you kidding me?
I just feel super connected to animals. And let me explain why I think something's going on, something weird is going on with the animals, specifically in San Diego. So first off, yesterday I was down by the beach and I see a baby sea lion running out of the water towards the cliff and trying to climb up, trying to go to the train tracks, which is so weird because it's the beach right in front of my house and I've never seen a baby seal, look so terrified and wanting to get out of the water. People were trying to guide it back into the water, but this little baby did not want to go back into the water. Okay, so that was the first thing that happened yesterday. This all happened in the same day. Second, I've been in this apartment for years and I've never experienced what I experienced yesterday. You can call me dramatic, whatever, I don't care. I'm just sharing my experience. So, I see a giant cockroach, okay? We don't have cockroaches in our building. We've never seen them years, right? Cockroach in our building. We're like, how did you get here? Whatever. That plus the seal was a little weird. Anyways, I am going into my drawer, getting ready for bed in my bedroom. I hear what sounds like a giant bug, like almost like a big piece of plastic hit my wall. What is it? It's a giant dragonfly. I've never seen one in my apartment like that. This dragonfly looked terrified. Maybe because, yes, I know you're going to say, oh, he flew into your window, which he probably did, okay? I just want to feel a little whimsical and be like, yeah, they're communicating to me that something weird is happening, and they're warning me, okay? Just let me be whimsical. In short, all the animals were coming inside. All the animals were coming inside and they were running away from something. I'm whimsical, okay? And the energy felt as if they were trying to tell me, I don't want to be outside right now. Something's going on. I want to go inside. I'm not safe. I'm going inside. I really hope this reaches the target audience and not the ones and be like, oh my gosh, Grippy Sock Holiday. No, I'm fine. Has anybody else in San Diego experienced some weird animal stuff recently? Whimsical people.
The world has gone through about 6 great resets where basically the save file of humanity just was deleted. So I'm going to start with the Black Death, or the plague, and I want to start with this one because it took out 60% of the world's population, and we still don't have a full story on it. So this is what I found so far that doesn't make sense. So far I've learned that if the plague traveled by rats, which we believe that it traveled by fleas on the rats, it would have had to travel 30 to 50 miles per year. Instead, the plague traveled 2 to 5 miles per day, so that's 36 times faster than what's actually possible. So that doesn't make sense to me. Not that that's a hole in the narrative, but I do think that it's very weird that this is the first airborne illness that has ever come from ticks or fleas. And nothing else in history has ever done that. So I think that there's something else that this was traveling by. I'm going to leave it there. This is my driver. And how do you take out 60% of the world and those numbers don't even make sense? Whatever.
You know that Jim Carrey's been replaced? I was in the program with his double. What program? ERP, Elite Replacement Program. When a celebrity's overstayed their welcome, they're replaced with a double who gets back on track with their likeliness. You're basically replaced and then you become a puppet. And I think with AI soon enough, the program I was in is going to erase, and we won't need to do that anymore with humans. But for right now, there's still a human element to what's going on.
You were with Jim Carrey's roommate. Who were you doubling?
I initially got into the program to be Ben Affleck's double, but I was too short, so they switched me to be a 6th Baldwin. But then that thing happened with Alex, so they pulled me out of the program completely.
Were the Baldwins created?
3 are actors.
If I was to say get in that program, who do you think I could have maybe replaced?
You could be a dead ringer for Bruno Mars with some work, but I'm telling you right now, it's brutal. It's brutal and painful, and there's a lot of surgeries, and you have to go through a lot of stuff that I don't really want to talk about on the podcast.
Would you do it again?
I don't know, man. It took me out for 10 years. It's like being in a government program. I couldn't see my friends for 10 years. You're living at a dorm in Long Beach.
Here's one of the reasons why you should seriously stop drinking Gatorade. Everyone knows Gatorade is full of sugar, chemicals, and dyes, but what most people don't know is how they treat it through the manufacturing process. Gatorade is actually heated up to 180 degrees and then bottled hot, a process called hot filling. They do this to pasteurize the drink and keep it sterile, but here's the problem. When you pour hot liquid into plastic, all the toxic chemicals from the plastic start leaching straight into your drink. That's why Gatorade bottles are made thicker, because regular plastic would literally melt from the heat. So every time you drink Gatorade, you're not just getting sugar and artificial dyes, you're also getting toxic plastic chemicals that can stay in your body for decades. If you found this helpful, make sure to share it with someone who needs to know.
There are fake towns set up to fool you. Watch this.
Now I'm about to show y'all exactly how NPCs work, right? Here I am at this Wawa, right?
Okay.
Now mind you, Wawa got 2 sides. So on this side you see all these cars, right? All these cars. I'm gonna turn around so you can see all these cars,
But
right?
where are
All
the
these cars
people?
everywhere. I'm gonna show y'all how NPCs work. And y'all don't think this stuff is for real, bro. There's like 50 million cars out here, right?
Yeah.
Now there's another side of the Wawa as well that you can park all packed. All packed, bro.
Watch this.
Everything is packed out here. I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you exactly versus how many people. Hold on, let me see. Which lot I'm at? I'm about to show you. Y'all see all this traffic? And
Yeah,
I'm
lots of
showing you
cars.
traffic.
Plenty of cars. Watch this.
Look at this.
You go inside. Where is everybody? See, like 1 or 2 people. Where is everybody? There's no way.
Do y'all see this?
Somebody explain this to me, because it makes 0 sense.
Do y'all see this?
Math is not mathin'. This is a simulation, y'all. Stay weird.
McDonald's hamburgers and some French fries. Don't they look delicious? Why, they're empty. Say, you sure can get a lot in these bags.
This goes to the factory of deviled ham, of sausages, of luncheon meat, of whatever you like. See, pure deliciousness, and you eat that. Look, this goes to the Mortadella factory. Blessing.